All right, headed back up to the room. Just went and got me a cup of coffee. Look, from the lobby. Still at the Hampton Inn. I always bring my own cup. Kind of greedy. See you at Stone Mountain. Okay, there's nothing like nature, y'all. I hope y'all can hear the birds chirping. I've started my climb. I'm at the lowest level right now. Just thought I'd stop and give y'all a tidbit and let you guys in on a little secret. When you meet up with these big boulders, that's the mountain, you know. Some of them are very steep, requires a lot of effort to climb up. My trick is, and I'll show you when I get further along the way, my trick is I always find the lowest part from each boulder, from boulder to boulder. It's going to help you reduce the strain and a lot of times from becoming, you know, winded and whatnot. Climbing this mountain or any mountain, I'm sure, with any type of chronic condition can be challenging. It's already challenging for those of us who don't do this every day or very often. But yeah, that's a tidbit. So I'm gonna go ahead and get back on the mountain. I just kind of veered off. I wanted you to get this view here. Let's see if you can see. Yeah, you can see the elevation. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so let me keep moving. I'll get back with y'all a little bit later. Okay guys, I'm almost to the top of Stone Mountain and I ran into this young lady who seems to be well fit because I saw her walking up and now she's headed back down and I'm just getting up, okay? You did. So anyways, would you like to introduce yourself, babe?
Well, my name is Ray Mason, and what else you want to know?
Do you do anything, and what inspired you to climb this mountain? Let's talk about that.
Well, I've been climbing Stone Mountain for years. So I ended up taking a long break just because I guess seasons and just life. But I'm getting back into climbing it. I've always loved climbing Stone Mountain. It never gets old to me. The view is always like the first time when I get to the top. Awesome. And I am a health coach. So I'm a holistic health coach. So this is something that is just a part of my lifestyle.
Awesome, awesome. I love it. So let me ask you one more question and I'm gonna let you be on your way. What feeling do you get when you reach the top of this mountain? What does it do for you internally?
The first word that came to my mind was freedom. So yes. A lot of times when I'm walking up the mountain, I say affirmations to myself, just depending on where I am in my life, in my journey.
Yes.
And one of the big words is freedom and climbing the mountain. Even though you can climb this mountain 100 times and it will challenge you every single time. So for me, this can translate into my everyday life as far as pushing past any obstacles or adversities or difficulties in life and knowing that once you get to the top, it's going to be worth it.
Yes, awesome. Same here.
So, yeah.
Well, look, thank you for your time and I appreciate you, and you have a blissful, blissful day.
You too. Thank you.
All right, peace. Made it to the top, guys. Made it to the top. Oh my God. What a sense of accomplishment. Awesome. There's some great people along the way. Just watching people bask in nature and enjoy, you know, seizing the moments. The moments that matters most. As the young lady said, freedom, a sense of freedom. And for me, it's a sense of freedom and accomplishment. You know, freedom is very, very vital and essential to our health. And we've been robbed of our birthright by the systems and the programs, you know, bestowed upon us from the time we were knee-high to a grasshopper. So really we didn't have any choice in the matter. We were taught that a 9 to 5 is the way to go, That's the way you do it. But only to find out later that, we've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, and just straight out lied to. So I am bound and determined to live each day of my life in demonstration to my people of how we can live a stress-free, flexible life of freedom. It's time to get our time freedom back. If we can just get that back, we can get a whole lot back, especially our health, because it's the stress that's killing us. It's the stress that's killing us. So look, let me go ahead and take me a break and drink gotta have it, coconut water, and just meditate a while, pay homage to my ancestors, to the Most High God, to my spiritual team, to my brothers, to my sisters. We are good people, and we are destined for freedom. And I am determined again to see that if not all, a whole bunch of us find our path to achieve a lifestyle of time freedom. Peace. I'll be back later. I hope you guys can hear me. It's quite windy. I just wanted to show y'all, for those that want to come on the next round to Stone Mountain, there's the cable car where you can ride up the mountain and down the mountain. So there's no excuse. If you want to come and enjoy this beautiful, beautiful place where you can capture the moments and self-reflect, meditate, whatever, just be in the moment, in nature. You're welcome to come. I'll share more details along the way. Give you plenty of time to prepare. And coming as a group, we'll all have there's some perks with that. You can save. You can save money. It don't have to be so pricey and expensive. And still enjoy. I've learned a long time ago, it's the simple things in life that's most meaningful. And it helps you to realize that, I don't have to have all that stuff. I don't have to, have a bank account of millions. It is the simplest things that we've gotten away from because we've become totally distracted. But it's the simplest things in life that brings the most memorable moments. I hear people say all the time, make memories. And a lot of times we affiliate that with doing things or having things and sharing these big aha moments, or these big, not aha, but these big splendid moments of accomplishment as far as material things, or the ability to go on these lavish vacations and trips and whatnot, and the whole point behind it a lot of times is that we want to portray an image, we want to be known as someone who got it like that. Okay, let's just keep it real. That's where I'm at in my life. Y'all, I'm looking at some little, let me stop right there. Stop, Karen, stay on track. Listen, I got to share this. For those of you who don't know me, I will wander off from you in a New York second, okay? I'm talking to y'all in this camera, but I'm looking at these pretty yellow flowers blowing in this wind, and that just captivated my attention instantly. They're beautiful. But anyways, back on track. I'm just at that place in my life where I don't, to each his own. Everybody do things for different reasons. But my whole thing is you can have it all, and I think we deserve it all. But I believe that our priorities has been, distorted. It become distorted. And, I'm just wanting to get back on track. I just want to do what life, do life the way it was meant to be done, But yeah, I like nice things. I mean, I like to look decent. I like to, live decent. I don't have to be fancy though, just so it's, it's doable. It maintains. So yeah, just simple. But I'm gonna tell y'all, my greatest desire is to be by a big lake. I like the old style cabins. I can see myself at 80 years old sitting there sipping my coffee. I used to be sipping my coffee and smoking my cigarettes, but I've been free from that. I've freed myself with my mindset. But anyways, that's another story. But anyways, if you want to come on this trip, stay tuned for more details, okay? Perfect little spot right here for meditating. Bring your policento. Whatever you bring to your table, bring it. Okay guys, I'm gonna show y'all a picture before I head down. Y'all already got a chance to see me huffing and puffing and sweating and going on. But it's pretty windy now and it seems like the temperature has dropped. And can y'all believe I got what they so-called say, I have asthma. Climb this mountain just fine. You wouldn't think. Yeah, let's see if I can get a shot. Before going back down. Let's see. You got some people there. They're headed back. Some coming up. Some going down. Yeah. This just sets the tone for your day. But look here, I'm gonna go ahead because I want to watch my footing, and I don't want to go rolling down the hill, down the mountain, the hill. Y'all know I'm country, huh? It's okay though. It's okay. I love it. I'm all over the place. I'm an all over the place country girl. Very spontaneous, adventurous, but at the same time introverted, but love people. Love the right kind of people. Love that right energy, that good energy, I'm an empath. I feel the energy in the room. So, and I use it to my advantage. I've learned to use it as a tool, and I can show you how to do the same thing. Our intuition is a powerful, powerful tool. And if we learn how to use it, honey, it ain't no more saying the sky is the limit. There are no limits. Okay? So anyways, let me go ahead and focus. I love y'all and peace. And if y'all notice, hold on. Y'all notice I don't do peace like that. I do it like this because that means togetherness. We're not apart. We need to be together. All of us, we're in this together. Peace. I'm sorry about that, guys. My battery went dead. I had to get the extension. But anyways, I'm not going to keep you. I just wanted to say that I'm back. It was awesome. I look forward to doing it again, but only to doing it again with you, should you desire. Hey, I can do solo every year. I do everything solo. I love solo, but I do love spending time with the right types of people too, you know. So I'm going to go ahead, with that said, jump in this shower. And I think I looked at the interstate. I came, some shortcuts back to the hotel. But when I looked down on that interstate, I'm like, and Atlanta traffic at this time of day is horrific, okay? Kind of makes you appreciate living in the country, okay? But these are awesome places to come in and experience and have a blast. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead, jump in the shower, take me a nap, couple of hours, get dressed, and then I'm going to head to the restaurant. And we're going to have a little talk, okay? You and I, we're going to have a little talk. Peace. Okay, I'm on the elevator, about to head down and head over to an Ethiopian restaurant that looks to be pretty good. It seemed like it got some things on the menu that I may be interested in giving a shot. So I'm headed down the elevator now to the lobby, and I was gonna wait and take a nap and all, but I just took me a good hot shower and said, you know what? I told myself I better go ahead and get this done. Let me go eat and come back and relax a little bit because I have to get on the road early in the morning. So we're headed over there, okay? Let's see. Getting off the elevator now. I'll show you the entranceway. Really cute. They got it set up very nice. But we'll actually do a walkthrough in the morning. Oh, but wait, I got to show you this. So that when we come, our work can come with us, and we can all actually sit here and work together. How about that? Breakfast area and workstation, my favorite spot. Yeah, so. But yeah, until that happens, I'll just keep showing you guys so that you'll know how to prepare for your adventure. Okay, let me go ahead and, where did I park? Okay, yeah. Let me go ahead and get in this car. Nice area. Guys, the wind is so pleasant today. I tell you, I couldn't have picked a better time to come and do this climb. It was just like this on the mountain, real windy and cool. Got a little warm, broke out a sweat, which I needed. I wanted that, and I feel so good. So okay, let me go ahead and get situated, and I'll meet y'all over at the Ethiopian restaurant. Peace. Hi. Do you mind me? This is from my vlog. I'm from Louisiana, so I've been vlogging the whole trip. Yeah. Okay. Wait, let me see. My name is Karen. What's your name? Winnie. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. First time eating Ethiopian food, so I'm excited. Yeah. Thank you. Let's see. Let me see if I can get this this stand. I tell you, trying to stay organized. I need to get better organized with all the techie stuff. Let's see. So I'm gonna just sit this on the table. It's real convenient. Okay. See, or you can kind of, yeah. Pretty nice environment. I like the vibe. It's real intimate. Nothing real fancy or luxurious or anything, but it's nice. And that's all that matters, is nice. Yes, please. Thank you. And I'll take about maybe 5 minutes to look over. I may have questions though.
I'm here for answer anything.
Okay, thank you. I know I want the rice. I think it's called pilaf. No. What is that rice called? I wish we were live so you guys could help me out here. It's the red rice. Jollof? Is it? Did I just say that? What is the name of that rice? Okay. I wish you guys could see the menu. Let me see if I can show you the menu. We can look. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Okay. Let's see. Meat. I don't want any greens. I don't eat everybody's greens, especially collards. I only do my collards, my mama's, and bless her heart, my grandmother. She's journeying on. There was something. Let's see. I think this is it. Those two. Chicken tips. I want something chicken. I want something chicken, stewy, with the red rice. Okay, can I ask a question? Oh, I'm sorry. I do know, I don't know what it's called, but it's a red rice.
Red rice?
Yeah, it's a red colored rice. Do you know what I'm talking about?
To be honest, we don't serve rice. Like we have
Oh.
rice as a plain white rice as a side, like
Oh,
steamed rice.
okay.
But not at the major because Ethiopian food serve with the jara, the spongy flat bread. We serve it with that.
Oh, okay, okay. So you have something like a chicken stew?
Yeah, we have chicken stew.
Okay.
Chicken in different way we can cook it. Like we have a. Give me 1 second. I have a guest. I have a group of guests that you tell them maybe.
Yeah. Okay, take your time.
Oh, okay, take your time. I thought you were looking and then. I'm sorry. I thought you looked.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have a chicken and different way of cooking. The first one is called chicken stew. They have a red spicy onion sauce.
Okay.
Cook with different way of with different onion and herb and a berbere sauce. That's called dorawat, and have one boiled egg and one chickled egg on it. That's called dorawat. That's gonna be here.
Well, I'm learning something new about Ethiopian cuisine. There's a few things that I want to talk about, but I'm going to wait until I feel led. I'm just being in the moment, being in the moment. So, when the food comes out, I'll come. Well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and talk. Let's see if I can. Yeah. Okay. Up the mountain this morning, I think I shared, once I got on top, I think I shared a few things that was on my heart, that Spirit placed in my heart, for the singles. But my whole trip here, ideally, the main thing that was in my spirit was, the liberation of people. It saddens my heart that we have to live a life that's not liberating, not freeing, not rich, Sure, we accomplish things along the way, make great strides, reach milestones, and all that's wonderful. But, when we're in a place in our lives where we can't maybe take a vacation or just a good break for some Q time, unless we reach a certain point on our jobs, a certain time frame, or get permission from your superior, as an adult, it's a sad situation, I think that we as people should be able to be free and flexible to do the things we want to do in life. And I know the first thing that comes to mind is, that takes a lot of fiat. And a lot of things, got to be in place in order to make this happen. And partially true, but partially not true. Let's start with the fiat. It does not take a lot of money to be happy. That's where we're missing it. But once you adopt this as your truth, then everything in your life, everything around you in your environment will depict that. And then you're just in this vicious cycle. You feed off of that energy, So, my friend, the thing we have to do is shift our mindset. We have to start believing that, first off, we are worth everything that we were given, that came along with our birthright. We were robbed of many things. Like I say, from knee high to a grasshopper, we were programmed through the school systems, through the religious organizations, through political arenas, through the government, just different systems and programs were set up, for our demise. And I know it's hard to believe and to accept. And many times we don't want to accept it because we know that once we accept it, then we'll be responsible for doing something about it. And if we don't do anything about it, then that's another mental struggle that we'll have to live with the rest of our lives. But there's so much truth out there. There's so many hidden things, Even with the Stone Mountain situation, I'm not going to say hidden, but sometimes it's not hidden intentionally. It's just kind of disregarded or left out, I'll be sharing the story about the natives in the time of before the Confederates, took hold of Stone Mountain. See, we have to go way back in our history, even in way of religious beliefs, our beliefs, religious beliefs. We have to understand that it all stems from a deeper place. Thank you. And this looks good, guys. Look. But I could tell it's good and hot. I'm going to have to wait and let it cool a little bit. So, yeah, we have to, we're just going to have to accept that. If you want to grow, if you want to move forward, if you want to have everything that life has in store for you, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, then, hey, you're going to have to shift. It's time to pivot. I'll be talking about, not right now, I launched a Pivot to Flexibility and Freedom experience package, and it's phenomenal. And I believe it's going to help a lot of people, become free. Yeah. So, but I don't want to get into that right now. I'm going to, in the next couple of months, all I want to focus on is trying to help people loose the shackles off the mind and open their spirits up, open the heart up, listen to your intuition, trust yourself, believe that you are smart enough. There's no one better than the other. Sometimes we look at these, for instance, these spiritual leaders or even religious leaders, political leaders, all these different leaders, and there's someone to look up to because they depict a certain image and a certain vibe, that we find spells out strength and confidence and in many cases truth. We're looking for truth on the exterior. We're not realizing that everything we need is deep down on the inside of us. All we have to do is trust ourselves and listen to your spirit, your intuition, your navigation system. And it'll lead you onto every path, into every experience. You'll cross paths with people you're supposed to cross paths with. When you allow spirit, your intuition, to guide you, to be your compass through this journey called life, you'll come out smelling like a rose every time. So, yeah, that's my whole thing, is just to get people to, hopefully, I'm not selling anything to anybody. I'm not trying to persuade anybody. I'm spiritual. I'm not religion. I walked away from religion years ago. And I do understand the Bible. I study the Bible, but I also study my history. I also study the things that you need to know to better understand the Bible. So, yeah. And hopefully, in the future, I'll be able to, another gateway will open up to where I can begin to share my spiritual experiences, my spiritual learnings, and, just share, yeah, my spiritual experiences. But anyways, I'm just really getting the vibration, and the frequency is really high today for some reason, and I'm just feeling right now. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat some of this and see if it's tasted, see if it cooled down. She said this is stuffed with lentils. I forgot what you call it. Y'all, I'm gonna have to get a name of the foods that I'm eating, because I already butcher up English words. So, can you imagine with other other languages? Hold on. This is delicious. No hot sauce. Spicy. Let me show you. Yeah. Super good. Lentils. Stuffed with lentils. I've been off my healthy eating kick here lately. I gotta get back on track. Anybody make us feel like you have to be perfect with everything, or you have to show up in the world looking a certain way, talking a certain way, acting a certain way, something's wrong. That's a problem. We're to always be working on balance, staying in the right frequency, that we can be mindful and more self-aware of the things around us, and of the decisions and choices we make, and the actions we take. See, like me, I know I'm off track with my eating, but I also know that when I get off track, there's something going on deeper. Then I won't be sharing that today, but I will share a lot of stuff about myself with y'all. A lot. So, if you're somebody that's been wondering about just who Karen is, who is she? Because I'm naturally a private person, extremely private. And it's only because it's not nothing that I'm hiding. It's just that it's a time for everything. A lot of people don't share things about themselves because they wait for the right moment, because it's a sale pitch. You're going to pay for that information. It's valuable to them. Well, that's not my case, but I do get that. But my thing is, I don't share with everybody. I have to really feel, and know that it's time. And whatnot. This is good. Oh my God. That is beautiful. Thank you. Okay. Y'all, look. I think I made the right choice. Steaming hot, fresh food. That's chicken. Forgot what it's called, but chicken something. But I'm on this lentil. This is good. But yeah, none of us are perfect, and we're all work in progress. You know, I just want to live and let live, and help one another live the best lives that we can. And the only way to do that is to want to know what's true. You know. Thank you so much. I'm gonna put that there. Okay, thank you.
Let me show you how to eat. Maybe that way.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Okay.
This is injera.
Okay.
And then I just brought some sauce to show you how to guide. You can open the roll like this, and tear it or cut it whichever size of bread is. That's called injera.
Okay.
The last sponge one.
Injera, guys.
Injera. And then you can put it here and pinch it and roll it like this. We don't use utensils usually, but if you want, you can use.
Okay. I don't have utensils. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. That's so nice of her to demonstrate how to eat the food. Let me try it. I'm excited. Take a little piece of the injera. Let me try a little bit of piece. I wonder how they make this. Let's try. It's different. A little tangy, pungent. Kind of spice in here, but I like it. So yeah, so my plans are to build a community where we can all help one another to grow. You know, that's the main thing. Do things that are fun, low cost, and maybe where even the children can be involved. Now, a lot of what my plans to do is to learn or to explore different history or historical, things. I tell you, learning your history opens you up to a whole new world. It exposes so many things that we were oblivious to, The hardest part is that once you learn the truth, making that decision what to do with it, because now you have to deal with the, the ridicule, wrestling with if others will understand or not, because we all want to be accepted. We all want to fit in, But sometimes on this journey, you have to journey it alone, at least for a little while, until you can connect with your tribe, And that's no hard feelings. That's nothing bad. And it does not mean that those who may not get you or understand your newfound journey, if they don't understand it or they don't get it, don't mean that they're bad people. You were once there, remember? When you would hear something that was outside of your belief system, first thing is shun from it, and then ridicule it or talk about it, against it, because we really want to believe that what we believe is the truth. And the same is with all these different types of religions and organizations. I mean,
Who's the right one? And you know, when I was a kid, I used to ask that question. I would say, Mama, who's, if everybody say it goes this way, or that way, or this is the way we should be doing it, who's right? And that mean in my mind, I'm like, well, that's a whole lot of people going to this place of damnation. You know, it's delicious. Thank you. Look, what I resorted to, the rice. The other thing is good too, but I prefer the rice. Southern girl, what you expect? But y'all, this is good. It's spicy, but it's not too spicy. It's doable. We'll be learning a lot together. I will be doing. I do have a Patreon, and that's where everything is in a safe space and not open to the whole world. You know, where we can ask questions, we can learn and grow together. I've learned quite a bit in the last years, and now it's time to share. It wasn't time then. That's what's happening to a lot too in this world. We learn something new, and we're ready to run and go tell it, and we don't have a full knowledge base or understanding of what it is we're talking about. Oh, yeah. Absolutely delicious. I'm gonna take some water, but how many of you know, it's kind of hard not to do though, but how many of you know you're not supposed to drink until you're completely done eating? Delicious. See, sometimes we just got to try something new. We miss out on a lot of things in life because we get so complacent and so routine. We got to step outside of our little comfort box and start exploring, you know? Especially people of my age. And listen, stop blocking your kids from exploring. Let them explore. The same energy and spirit and God that takes care of them here while they're with you in your nest be the same powerful spirit that takes care of them when they're anywhere in the world. You know? But it's all from a place of love. We want to protect those we love. It's okay. You know, that's how I healed from a lot of things, was seeing things from a different perspective and trying to see things from a point of view where others are concerned, you know? You have to give one another benefit of the doubt. And remember, we were all lied to. So, but I think I was saying earlier about how it's the most difficult part about why we shun from the truth when we settle for what is told to us or given to us firsthand knowledge or information. It's because we're truly afraid deep down, whether we admit it or not. We're afraid of what we'll be challenged to do with that newfound truth. And if you live 30, 40, 50 years doing something one way, it can be very daunting to think about just the thought of doing it a whole nother way after you put in so much time and energy learning how to do it that way. You know, one way. So I get it. I think what helped me, though, is because I'm already an open-minded person. Always open. And I know that I want truth so bad. I want, even if it hurts, you know, things I pray and I ask the Most High to reveal to me. And when He reveals it, it's like, oh, wow, did I really ask for this? But I've learned what to do with it. I've learned how to process it and move on. And you do it in love, and you have to understand that we're all work in progress. And when it comes to people, hurting people hurt people, and I realize that. But at the same time, you have to love yourself enough to safeguard your energy, build a safe gate, build a compass of safety around your energy. Because when you're not growing and expanding and you're not elevating, you become stagnant. So your life becomes stagnant. And now you're living in this low place, this low frequency, this low energy. And that's not what's up. So sometimes it does. It leaves you in um, on a journey by yourself for a while, for a season. But you truly have, I tell you, I've truly come to love self, you know, to where I know that I have standards now where I didn't always have standards. I allowed people to treat me the way they treated me because I thought that's what my value was. That's what I was worth. I thought it was something I was doing that um, drew these kinds of things to me and people to me. You know, but when you begin to go inside down that rabbit hole, you will soon learn that we're all products of our experiences. So when they hurting you, that's your bottom dollar. There's something going on inside that's really deep. An old unresolved hurt, pain. Y'all, this is good, but I love the appetizer. Mm, mm. Yeah. So the Pivot to Flexibility and Freedom Experience package is going to be one hell of a package. And you're welcome to get on board and take advantage. You know. No. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera off, finish eating this before it gets cold, and probably need to get a to-go box. But we'll pick up where I left off. Peace.
Happy new day, everyone. I'm just waking up, headed down to the breakfast area to get me a cup of coffee, and I'll be headed back home. So if I don't touch base with you between here and home, I'll definitely touch base with you once I get home. But hopefully, I'll be able to make a few stops and check in. Okay, there's the waffle and very nice breakfast setup. Got all sorts of danishes and muffins. Looks good, but I'm not much of a breakfast person. Got your juice. Let's see. I think this is oatmeal. Yeah. Oatmeal. Hold on, I'm gonna have to put down my coffee cup. Just a sec, guys. And my keys would help. Okay. Look at that. All worth the price. Very low budget place, but nice. So yeah, just thought I'd let you guys check it out. Let's see the coffee. Oh, and then we got yogurt, got fruit, boiled eggs, all of the condiments. I mean, well set up. Juice, more water. Yeah, very nice. Okay. I'm about to hit the road. I think I'm gonna skip breakfast. I may catch a fruit, get me another cup of coffee, and I'm headed home. I'll touch base later. Peace. Have a good day. As I depart from Stone Mountain, Georgia, one of my favorite locations for spending time in Mother Nature, I'd like to say bye for now, until next time. I'd like to say thank you to the Hampton Inn for your warm smile that greeted me each time I walked in and out of your doors. Thank you, and the breakfast was splendid. To the Bahel Ethiopian restaurant, I'd like to say thank you to Wendy and your family for allowing me the opportunity to dine in such a wonderful, warm, welcoming environment. And thank you for showing me how to eat Ethiopian food. You'll always be remembered. And a special thank you to Ray Mason, who took the time out to share with us her experiences each time she hiked up and down Stone Mountain. Thank you, Ray Mason. Looking forward to connecting. Side note, remember our lives are but for a moment, and none of us should live in such a way that we are robbed of precious moments, memories, and time. We all have within us the tools, the talents, the ability to design a life crafted in such a way to live flexible and free. Goodbye for now.